We're very excited about phase one of the master plan, which includes a brand new entrance to the park as well as the zoo. It includes a new building which will have a new entrance. The zoo's entrance will be reversed now to the middle of the zoo. And so as you enter off of Highway 19, we plan to improve that entrance and so you can have a grand entrance. We want to make sure that those who frequent the zoo know about the great amenities in the park, as well as those who come to the park to know that the zoo. So we bring in a synergy together for both of the locations to serve and leverage off of each other. We think that'll be a great combination.
I definitely think this is an incredible milestone for our city, for our parish. The Baton Rouge Zoo has been the #1 family attraction for over 40 years, and it just continues to get better. I'm excited that our future is bright, that BREC continues to grow, continues to innovate, that we have not stagnated at any cost. We've listened to the voice of the people, and we've given the community what they deserve, the recreation opportunities, the adventure, the education, and just giving our kids a better opportunity to congregate and socialize in a safe environment.
This is phase one of the master plan. The master plan has about 4 or 5 different phases. This first phase will focus on accreditation and correcting some of the items, some of the old infrastructure, improving that. We're also bringing a new giraffe feeding exhibit, new underwater hippo exhibit, and in the park we'll have an adventure playground. We'll have a new boardwalk which will connect the park to the zoo. So we're excited about this first phase, and we hope to keep it going after we're finished. I just want to say good morning to everyone. I wish I could see everyone smiling. I'm sure everyone is smiling as hard as I am this morning. We're very excited to be here this morning. We took a long, winding road to get here, but thank God that we're here nonetheless. And so it brings me great pleasure to be here with you guys today to celebrate the upcoming renovations of Greenwood Community Park and the Baton Rouge Zoo. And so while it is a renovation, today marks the beginning of a new Baton Rouge Zoo, as the updated facilities and amenities will provide never-before-seen attractions where thousands of local families and tourists can create unforgettable memories in a space that we created together. And so we're so honored to have so many leaders of our community, elected officials here.
I commend you on the great job that you've done in leading BREC for the next era. And I think this is a great occasion that we've all gathered here for today. So again, I commend you and thank you for continuing to bring home the gold every year. Baton Rouge Zoo was first opened in 1970, and over the past 50 years, the zoo has grown to become the #1 family or attraction in Baton Rouge. Attracting more than 250,000 guests each year, the new zoo will exceed your expectations. I am thrilled to be here today to stand with BREC as we embark on this new adventure that will remain a staple in our community and encourage others to visit our community. This phase one implementation project will be the first step in creating a highly identifiable signature destination that elevates the park and zoo to a level of excellence in green infrastructure, modern zoo design, recreation, conservation, resiliency, health and wellness, and most importantly, social cohesion and community pride. Here to give a visual description of the master plan design is BREC's Assistant Superintendent, one that stays very busy, Assistant Superintendent of Planning and Engineering, Mr. Reed Richard.
We're excited this day is finally here. It's been a long time, and there's a lot I can say about this project, but I'll stick to the script. In 2019, BREC hired a world-renowned design team to undertake an incredible new master plan. Sasaki Associates, park designers out of Boston, and Torre Design Consortium Limited out of New Orleans, zoo designers. This team led the effort of reimagining the park and the zoo into one cohesive community asset, all of which the entire parish of East Baton Rouge can be proud of. The master plan presents a broad community consensus and support around a phase one design of roughly $40 million in BREC-funded improvements to the park and the zoo. Phase 1 of the master plan, which we're breaking ground on today, will be built by the Lemoyne Company through the state's construction manager at risk delivery model, with a target of 30% disadvantaged business enterprise involvement of subcontractors. We're standing approximately where the new zoo entrance will be from the heart of the park. If you're a visitor, you can imagine a dramatic arrival sequence from the current entrance to the park that will meander through the park and arrive at a new zoo entry plaza and new zoo entry building. You'll then pass through and be greeted by a striking new orientation plaza and interactive fountain, perfect for entertaining guests as they wait for family or friends to arrive. Also imagine a close-up encounter with giraffes at the new giraffe exhibit, where kids of all ages can participate on the feeding platform. Imagine a new best-of-class underwater pygmy hippo exhibit, new aviaries, and other exciting new modern elements of the zoo. And to highlight some of the incredible new park features, which is already a terrific park, are going to be a new Bayou Promenade, a winding walkway along Cypress Bayou that will offer spaces for families and other groups to gather under the shade trees and bring visitors closer to native plants and educational moments of the Bayou ecosystem. Many other exciting things are coming to this park as well. A highly unique, large, expansive, Louisiana-themed adventure playground, and the existing 9-hole J.S. Clark golf course will be redone with new routing and expansion of the 9 holes, some of which will be on the park side, providing a longer, more challenging regulation course. The park will also feature BREC's new green infrastructure and nature-based stormwater management approach, where parks can be multifunctional. These features will demonstrate how BREC parks can play a vital role in flood risk reduction for the parish. The Phase 1 renovation is the first step to a large-scale transformation project that will kickstart more improvements to the park and the zoo, presenting entirely new, unique, high-quality attractions, modern zoo exhibits, and iconic recreational environments that have never been seen before in the parish. A very unprecedented time, and we're super excited. And to speak a little bit more on the zoo, I'd like to introduce and welcome Phil Frost.
Well, good morning, and it's great to have you here. As we've already mentioned, this is the new front door to the zoo, so we're excited that you're here. And I'm going to go ahead and ask our guest services to count all of you as guests to the zoo today, since this is officially going to be the zoo in a few months. So again, thank you so much for coming. I am beyond excited for this day to arrive. It's been a long time coming. We've had many things planned for this year that we've had to adjust, this being our 50th anniversary, but we know that so many memories have been made here at the zoo over time, and that we're going to have lots and lots of memories made for future generations here at the Baton Rouge Zoo. This moment is really happening due largely to the diligent and hard work that we've had of our community, our elected officials, our BREC leadership, our zoo staff, Friends of the Zoo Board, BREC Foundation, our consultant team, and our community at large, and all their involvement and participation. I would like to, at this time, just ask if you are a member of the zoo staff, would you please raise your hand? If we could recognize them. They've had an amazing year this year, dealing with animal care, dealing with COVID, and bringing in record numbers of people, believe it or not, on the months that we've been open. So my hat is off to them, and they've done a fantastic job. We look forward to the amazing reinvention of this zoo. So today, Phase 1 actually begins. The Baton Rouge Zoo is going to bring more profound level of education to our region and more impactful conservation efforts for the world around us. It's often said that a vibrant zoo is the sign of a vibrant city. I welcome you to come along with us on this vibrant, wild, and marvelous ride. It's sure to be one to be remembered. Thank you for being here today. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Today is indeed a beautiful day outside, but it certainly is, I think, showing us the beauty and the progress that's going to take place with our new zoo. And so today's groundbreaking is indeed a testament to BREC's commitment to progress within our community. You know, every day our students, our residents utilize the recreational facilities and services, and they are an important staple in our way of life here in Baton Rouge. You just heard Superintendent Wilson talk about the fact that BREC is one of the #1 destinations for individuals who come to our area. And Greenwood Community Park is the largest park in our BREC system. And this revitalization project will make an extraordinary contribution to the quality of life and overall health and wellness of our residents. The progress made here in Greenwood Community Park will serve the residents of Baton Rouge for years to come. During the season of adversity, you know, we have seen just how important it is for our residents to have green space to enjoy, to be able to go outside. In addition to the revitalization of Greenwood Park, today we celebrate improvements, of course, on our beloved Baton Rouge Zoo, which will surely bring a renewed sense of pride for the entirety of our parish. Together, the zoo and park will serve as a vital economic driver for the north region of our parish and for our community as a whole. And I'm so glad to see BREC's continued commitment to improving resources that our residents utilize and enjoy on a daily basis. It's been a journey getting to the new zoo, but it just shows you when there's collaboration around a shared goal, when there's passion around a shared goal, then nothing is impossible for us to get accomplished. And so I want to thank everyone for joining this event today as we celebrate the progress here with the new zoo. And I know that as soon as this is finished, we'll come back for another celebration with our friends, the animals. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
If anybody is excited, I am. This is a marvelous day, and I am thrilled that you're here today. God has shined upon us and given us a glorious day so we can celebrate this time. I was thinking when I spoke to the superintendent earlier how we've come to this point. This is an example of community involvement, legislative involvement, and zoo BREC administrative involvement. It took all of this to get us to this point. 600 pristine acres of land you find in this part of the parish. The zoo sits on 70 acres of it. What more can you ask for? So I look forward to this place being a destination venue, birthday parties being held, wedding receptions being held, and more, much like you find in other cities where the zoo is the driving economic force in this area. And so I look forward to the movement, and I have committed to the superintendent that when the legislative session starts back up, I will fight even more to be sure that we get what we need to maintain a zoo that is state of the art, one that people will come to and want to be a part of, and that the revenue stream will continue. Thank you so much. I am overly excited. This is a good day. Thank you.
Good morning. Those of you who know me, they always write, my people always write speeches, but by the time I come, God has already gave me something else to say. Today is indeed a historical day for East Baton Rouge Parish and the city of Baker. And here's why, you guys, because this is what it looks like when we come together as elected officials and public officials, and when we bring the citizens and we get them involved, this is what can happen. And so I'm so excited for the future of the zoo. And I'm really excited because the city of Baker sits right at the forefront and the future looks bright. If you go down Plank Road, when you leave Plank Road, there's a sign that Bethany put up, and they put that sign up about 6 months ago, and it says that the future of Baker is bright. And the future of Baker is bright because of events like this and projects like this that's going to generate jobs, generate revenue, and it's going to build Baker and its surrounding areas. And so that's what I'm excited about, being part of a team that can work together to get things done. So it is indeed a great day. And Superintendent Wilson, I am so proud of you. You said what you was going to do, and you did it. And so he deserves a big round of applause, you guys. And so let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you. You guys have a great morning.
I was listening to BREC Chair Lord Benson indicating that the zoo started in 1970. And so it brought me back to 1970. I was a 5th grade student at Southern University Laboratory School. And at the end of the year, beginning that year, our end of the day event was always to come to Clark Park and then the Baton Rouge Zoo. It is so awesome to know that now that I have an 8-year-old grandson and a 4-year-old granddaughter, that they too would benefit from the parks and recreation and zoos here at Greenwood Park and the zoo. The borders of this prestigious part is Highway 19, Thomas Road, Levy Lane, and Plank Road. Neighborhoods in and around these borders will begin to thrive and cultivate a strong sense of community among residents. I don't have to lament on all the numerous challenges that we face today and within our city parish and our different cities. But today is a good day, a day that not only do we break ground, but we spring forth gratitude. The new and improved Greenwood Park and Baton Rouge Zoo ushers in access to recreational activities, increase property values, spur local economies, combat crime, and protect cities from environmental impact. Thank you, Superintendent Corey Wilson, Mayor Broome, Mayor Waits, the BREC staff, foundation, and all the stakeholders for your steadfast diligence that brings us to this celebratory event. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman, and we're one step closer to digging some dirt to recognize this groundbreaking. But before that, we have one last speaker. We talked a lot about a lot of public government officials coming together to make this happen. But it's also going to require private businesses, the philanthropic community, to also get behind this and support it if we want it to be successful as well. And so with those words, I'd like to invite up Mr. L. MOREAU, who's the president of the BREC Foundation, our fundraising arm. Elle will share some information in terms of what the foundation has already done for BREC, but we're excited about what lies ahead in terms of working with the private and philanthropic community to support this project. Elle?
Well, Superintendent Wilson, thank you for welcoming me here. This is exciting. I grew up in Zachary, not far from here, and spent a lot of time at these parks, spent a lot of time at the zoo, and to see what we are about to accomplish as a community is truly astounding to me, and I look forward to being able to experience this with my kids and my grandchildren. This is going to be a fantastic project. Thank you to all of the public officials and everybody else who has participated here as well. But as Superintendent Wilson said, it takes more than that. It takes the private sector. So as president, I'm honored to be here today representing the board of directors of the BREC Foundation. It is gratifying to see a dream become reality and to see the potential realized. Many of the projects and programs the BREC Foundation raises money for are driven by donor interest. We strive to advance opportunities for visionaries to create enhanced park facilities and recreational programs by facilitating exceptional donor engagement for meaningful purposes. These public-private partnerships illustrate the opportunities for contributors to work with BREC Foundation and combine their donations with BREC funding to enhance the quality of life all over the parish. The foundation has worked with donors to improve Greenwood Community Park in the past. Two examples are the trail around the lake, which was funded by ExxonMobil. The senior playground was championed by the Main Street Pilot Club and Pilot International. At the zoo, the Baton Rouge State Fair Foundation funded the children's playground and signage, while ExxonMobil again stepped up to help make the tiger exhibit a worthwhile addition. These projects we inaugurate today are especially gratifying because the foundation recognizes that future donors will want to help develop these amenities for the greater Baton Rouge region. The foundation board is committed to taking the necessary steps to have in place the infrastructure that ties to our mission of acting as good stewards of funds entrusted to us by donors and abiding by their wishes and directives. We facilitate and support innovation, sound corporate governance, and the development of meaningful partnerships. We thank past donors for their support and look forward to developing new levels of generosity and commitment to our community. Thank you.
We talked about state dollars and local dollars, and hopefully some federal dollars come our way as well. We know we do a lot of trail grants that we get from the federal government, so excited to have Senator Cassidy representing this project as well. And so, in a well-designed park, families are encouraged to create unforgettable moments, learn, play, bond, and grow together. Redesigning the Baton Rouge Zoo and Greenwood Park will strengthen our communities, strengthen our mission to contribute to a healthier, more vibrant community by providing exceptional parks, open spaces, and recreational experiences for all of East Baton Rouge Parish. I would like to send a special thanks to Representative Carpenter and Senator Barrow, who did sponsor a capital outlay request for the next phases of the project. We will certainly need all of your support to bring these big dreams in the region to life. I would also like to send my sincere condolences to Senator Barrow as she and her family grieves a loss. They are certainly in our prayers. I also want to thank Sasaki and the Torrey design team, as well as Lemoyne Contracting, for collaborating with BREC to help bring this vision to life. If you're with Sasaki or Torrey or Lemoyne, just wave your hands. These are the people who are responsible for designing and ultimately building these great renovations. So thanks to everyone who made it possible. I'd like everyone to stay and grab some refreshments and view the signs. Now it's time to grab a shovel and move the ground, but we will do it in a socially distanced way. So we will have maybe 4 or 5 different photos so we can spread out. And so if you have a pair of gloves, meet me next to the shovel.
One more time, just to make sure. Okay, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Our little friend here is Maximilian, Max for short. He is a 3-banded armadillo, and they're native to South America. They are a threatened species. That's one step away from being endangered. And they are excellent dirt diggers, which is why we brought him out here to help with the shoveling of the dirt.
And he's one example of what people can see at the zoo. Tell us more.
He is one of our ambassador animals. Those are the animals that work in the education department. I'm the curator of the education department. And those are animals that do our education programs, and they do meet and greets and all of those sort of things. Primarily small, handleable animals that we can take out to schools and to facilities. But we also do programs on grounds as well.
You mentioned they're an endangered species. Tell us about that.
Well, they're one step away from being endangered. They are a threatened species. Their habitat is being destroyed. They live in open areas near rainforests in South America. A lot of those areas are being cleared for farming, primarily of palm oil. And so the armadillos are losing their habitat. They are also hunted for their meat, believe it or not. As small as he is, they are hunted for that meat.
We hope it spurs some economic activity in the area. We know that over 200,000 people visit the zoo each year, and so we're anticipating that that number will increase. And as more people visit the area, hopefully you'll see some additional restaurants and things to take advantage of all the activity that'll be here. But not only just for this area, but the entire parish and really the non-parish region, we're hoping to provide a great service to with the improvements to this park.
It's going to mean economic growth. It's going to mean more job opportunities. It's going to mean more opportunities for families together and enjoy all of the beautiful sights, all of the beautiful animals. I just envision this to be the premier location for great family community events.
This is an exciting day. The citizens of our community were very adamant about not moving the zoo, but improving the zoo. And when I think about this journey with the zoo and with BREC, it shows what positivity can happen and what results can happen when people gather around a shared goal. And even the outpouring of support that you see today from the community and community leaders shows the excitement and enthusiasm that people have about the new zoo. So I'm delighted, can't wait for the project to be finished.
What kind of a catalyst can this mean for East Baton Rouge Parish and North Baton Rouge?
Undoubtedly, this can serve as an economic driver for our parish in terms of a destination site. Before renovations, it was very well visited and traveled, and so now with the 21st century, the new improvements that are going to take place, the modernization of the zoo, I believe will attract even larger crowds. So I'm very excited.
I am so excited about this day because it means so much, not just for Baker and this North Baton Rouge part of the parish, but the entire parish as well. This is an economic driver, and I view it as a destination venue, and so it took a combination of legislative action, community involvement, and BREC administration to pull this off. And so I think that there's a lot to come, but we're going to make it be a great zoo, one that people will come for miles to visit.
Tell us about legislative action in the next legislative session and why that's important.
Well, it's important because actually BREC was created by the legislature back more than 50 plus years ago. And so it means then that the legislature can be involved in helping to find a revenue stream that will help to connect and help to keep the zoo moving and get it updated and accredited the way that it should be. And so I look forward to seeing what can be done in the upcoming legislative session to see if we can do such a thing.
We appreciate the public that has been behind BREC 1,000%, that has supported the endeavors of our superintendent and definitely encourage the commission to move forward progressively. And so public is everything, and we're here to serve our community, and that's what this project is all about, giving our community what they deserve.
So we actually have multiple park designers on this project. We have Sasaki Design out of Boston, who've designed parks all over the world. We also have Torrey Design Consortium, which right out of New Orleans has designed zoos all over around the world, including Audubon and Mike the Tiger's exhibit. So we're excited to have that sort of expertise on the team. Not only did they help do the master plan, but they also worked on the design portion of this first phase. So we have the best and the brightest helping us on these improvements.
What is the timetable on the project?
Well, we're breaking ground today, and construction will start soon thereafter. We know this first phase will be anywhere from 18 to 24 months. And so hopefully we are back out here in June of 2022, cutting a ribbon at a brand new facility. So hope to see you then.
What would you like people to know when today's ceremony is over?
Well, first of all, I think Baton Rouge deserves a world-class zoo. And that's the first thing I would like to say. Our community deserves all the great things other communities have, and we can have those things when we come and work together with each other. And so this project took a multitude of different people in Baton Rouge, outside of Baton Rouge, to help us make this come to a reality. So sky's the limit is what I want people to take from this.
How can people get more information?
Well, you can always find information about this and other projects at our website, which is www.brec.org.